right. We are live on location. It's the Fans Perspective 23. I am Tyson.
And I'm Josh.
How's she going there, partner?
It's going good, man. Just hanging out in a calving barn.
Yeah, we are live from my calving barn. We're busy calving here. Didn't have a lot of time to do any travel. It's busy, so Josh came out and we are live on location in the barn.
I'm so used to it. We got twins behind me. I got twins at home. I feel like Megan, I'm not referring to you as the cow, just so you know. Yeah. But I do have twins.
Yeah, so pretty awesome. A little different for you guys to see at home, and hopefully you enjoy it. And you may, a time or two, hear a cow mooing in the background.
You may, and you're not going to see me sticking my hands anywhere, just so you know, as much as he would love it. I'm not touching a cow.
You never know. When your hands disappear, who knows where they are.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
We'll get this out of the way, too. If you're at home watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe.
Yes, please. Yeah, we're Instagram. We're on, I got Twitter going. We got all sorts of stuff going. Fans Perspective 23. Check us out on Amazon Podcast, YouTube. What do we got?
Spotify,
Apple. We are on all of them. Look for it. Fans Perspective 23. We'd appreciate it.
You betcha. You bet. Well, let's get right into her, buddy. You had a big hockey tournament this weekend. Parker was playing in Regina. How did it go?
It better than expected. We, to be honest with you, we assumed we'd go in there with no wins and the dads would just destroy their livers. One of those things did happen, and the dads did destroy their livers.
No, both of them.
That's true. Yeah, well, there's none left.
You got some wins, too.
We got some wins. Parker's team did very good. We first day went 2-0, very unexpected, so that put us on the A side of things.
Yeah.
Then we got spanked in the morning, I believe, by the team that ended up winning the tournament. So that knocked us into the A consolation bracket instead of the A side bracket.
Yeah.
Still impressive. Then we won to go to the A consolation final, which was awesome. And that one we lost, I believe it was 12-8. But it was a spirited battle for those kids. We haven't done a lot of winning.
Yeah.
So Parker had a blast. I had a blast. I think all the parents had a blast. The kids, I was awesome, man.
Great weekend.
Not much better. And you were busy with Peyton.
We were busy, yeah. We had a league playoff game. We won Saturday night. Had an intense provincial game on Sunday. We're a 3-3 tie. So, yeah, things were pretty exciting around my place as well.
Heck yeah.
And then throw in the cows besides. Like, we've had one hell of a week of weather.
How many calves on the ground?
We got about 90 on the ground so far.
Yeah. That is 180 briskets if you're doing the math.
Hey, yeah, you got a little drool.
I know,
there.
I'm freaking out. God, I love briskets. I may eat one of these tonight.
Yeah.
I haven't decided.
We'll have a little veal.
Yeah.
Well, Centennial Foods, if you're out there listening, this is the grassroots level of where it all begins.
That's right. Whiskey time?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll
pour you one up here.
Sounds good.
5-9 delightfulness.
That's great. Thank you very much.
All right.
So there's lots to talk about. We got some NHL trades. We're going to cover the NFL NFC North division tonight. Did a little research on Major League Baseball and what happens if the time clocks expire. So we got that. A huge contract in baseball was signed this week.
Not huge, ridiculous.
Ridiculous, yes. And we'll touch on that a little bit. Let's start with an applause here. Team Canada, Scotties, 4-time champion, 4 years consecutive. Great job.
I didn't know any of those stats because you know I don't know curling. However, I did watch this weekend. I told you it was on the TV in my room because my roommate happens to like curling. And I caught a bit. It was the first time ever, and bravo.
You know, anytime you can win 4 consecutive titles, that's impressive. It's only been done once before, so kudos to the Einerson Group, the Team Canada that was representing. And, they had a great week. They didn't do it easy. They had to come from behind. They lost the final on Friday night, which would have put them directly into the final on Sunday. Sorry, it was Friday night. Yeah, they played. But beans, they lost. They had to play all day Saturday.
To get back in it.
They won both games Saturday, and there they were Sunday.
Nothing like taking the long road home.
Yeah, took the long road home. And, pretty impressive that they got her done.
Fantastic. Good
Yeah,
for them,
so
man.
good for them. We touched on the curling. It was a great week. I kind of caught odds and ends. I spent most of my week sleeping in my truck because I was calving.
Calving.
It was minus 40, and I almost phoned you a few times just because, I could have. But
You can always call. The phone line is always open. If it's before 7, piss off.
Hey, by the way, I recommended a pizza place in Regina. How did that go?
Okay, so there's a couple ways to look at this. 1, worst experience in my life. 2, maybe the best pizza I've ever eaten in my life. I'll go into detail. Trifon's Pizza, Regina, recommended by him, recommended by multiple people, actually. After he told me, I'm like, going to Regina, then other people started telling me. So if you've ever been to Regina, you're going to Regina. Trifon's Pizza, fantastic. Ordered it up. 2 large pizzas. They show up. They smell good. They are freaking delicious. I get the bill. Holy hell, it's expensive. I'm not going to lie. You are paying gourmet pricing, but I'll tell you, get what you pay for with them. And I had heartburn for no less than 36 hours. I had a 40-pack of Gaviscon, and I was out come Saturday morning. My roommate's like, dude, what are you eating? I said, dude, that is just Gaviscon. To the point my mouth was foaming like I had rabies. But it didn't stop me from wanting to get another one to come home with on Sunday. That's how good it was. It was almost worth the near-death experience that I had. It's so good.
Oh, well, that's a delightful story.
Yeah. Great pizza. Horrible afterburn.
So you get heartburn, obviously.
Oh, man, I could eat Skittles and get heartburn. So, I said, I can't blame it on them, but that was the longest lasting heartburn I've had in a long time. Oh, it was rough. It was a rough time, yeah.
Well, here's a little slogan, maybe. Trifon's Pizza. The taste will last forever.
I still haven't quite gotten rid of the taste, I'll tell you. It's lingering.
So there's a little prop for Trifon's out there. But well, we're going to start with a little NFL talk. We're going to get into NHL, and then we'll get into the divisions of football. But some big names released this week.
Yes, sir.
It's time. It's the time of the year where lots of stuff is happening. Contracts are getting restructured. Players are getting released. The salary caps that we've been talking about are starting to play a bit of a role here.
Carson Wentz, being released today, saves the Commanders $26.17 million.
Really?
Yeah.
So
that's insane.
That is insane.
And it makes sense to me.
Yeah. I want to know, and I didn't look into that with a lot of these players, but so there is a savings, but there's also a dead cap
That's right.
hit as well, right?
His, I think, was so lopsided it just made it
well,
work.
and he wasn't going to be their man anyways.
Nope, there's no way. I feel bad for him. That man has fallen from grace so hard. It's rough. It's hard to see, actually, but...
well, it's truth be known, once you've been a Philly guy, it's tough to be...
Anybody else?
Yeah, like fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Go, Eagles.
He wasn't the only big name. Bobby Wagner. LA Rams, good linebacker. Only 1 year played in LA. He signed a 5-year deal. He's cut.
He's cut. That's crazy.
Yeah. Taylor Lewin, Pro Bowl tackle.
Yep.
Out of Tennessee.
Yep.
Like, wow, another guy. Cap casualty.
Money,
That's
baby.
all it is, yeah. And we're going to get into this, like, lots of talk about teams, and there's more teams, believe me, that when I researched, like, in the negatives for the cap, than there is with teams with room.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like, and tonight we'll get into it. This is one division, actually, where 3 of the 4 teams actually have cap space. Not a lot, but there is some.
3 out of 4.
Yeah, so, and the other thing coming out of L.A., Jalen Ramsey, Pro Bowl cornerback, looking to get traded once out.
He wants out, and he's going to get out because he doesn't want to play there. So regardless, they're going to have to get rid of him.
Yeah.
So, and that's huge, man. I'd pick him up. I'll tell you, Marcus Peters, he hasn't been signed yet. He's a free agent. Those kind of guys, I like those kind of guys. They kind of play on the edge. And
you know what's interesting? So the cap has gone up, of course, but there's a lot of teams in cap trouble. And it's really going to be interesting. Free agent frenzy's coming. I think it is next week. It starts.
Yep.
But there's a lot of work to get done. Like, lots of teams have to cut. They have to, get under the cap, and then how do they fill the holes? And
Man, there's so much math that goes into it, honestly, and pulling and pushing and bonuses and restructuring that way. But that's dangerous for the player.
It is. It is.
I mean, if I'm a player, I'm taking it. Shit.
Yeah.
I believe in myself. I ain't getting injured, but the problem is it can happen.
Yeah, and that's where this whole we're talking about Lamar. And
we're not talking about him yet, are we? Come on, man. You're throwing that name in there?
I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring it up.
Shit, already?
Just because the fact he wants a bunch of guaranteed money, right?
Yep.
So
doesn't want it.
Deserves it. Deshaun Watson deserving, right?
No. Okay. Deshaun Watson got it. He was not deserving. Ridiculous.
So, the problem with all these guaranteed contracts is, should they not pan out, you're on the hook for big money. Oh, that smells delicious, man.
If it's in your face, you let me know.
I love it. I love it. I love the smell of cigars.
All right.
I'm not a smoker, but you can blow that in my face all day.
We'll put that on a shirt.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that one will sell.
I think it's a hit.
That's a hit. Maybe in the porn industry.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Well, it's kind of like to our fans out there, like, it's a Monday night we're recording, but where else would you want to be but listening to the fans' perspective?
Come on, it's true.
Yeah.
I don't want to be anywhere else. I'm having a blast.
I don't either.
My wife doesn't want me at home, so I'm having a great time.
Like, what possibly could happen here tonight in the Calving barn? Anything could
Nothing's
go.
going to happen. I will not be touching one of these huge animals. I'm just going to drink whiskey in front of one.
We're going to see, maybe play pin the tail on the wild cow or something like that.
I will film Tyson with his broken ankle to do that.
Yeah, I had a bit of a mishap earlier tonight. It's like,
poor bugger.
Yeah, getting old. Chasing a cow in, and all of a sudden planted my foot, felt a pop in my calf, and holy shit, it hurts. And I don't know what's wrong yet, but yeah, not good. But we'll get through it. We'll get through it with laughter, if nothing.
Lots of laughter.
Yeah. So, okay, let's move on. NHL trades. It's been a busy week. How are the Toronto Maple Leafs doing it?
What are they doing? I have no idea. Where is this money coming from, and how are they not over the cap by $600 billion at this point? Like,
because they're getting everyone else to eat contract. Like,
I don't get that either, though.
I don't. So I'm gonna pull up my notes here because it's ridiculous. So, like a few hours ago, they acquired Jake McCabe and Sam Lafferty for nothing but picks. There is a named player in there.
Yep.
But it's basically all picks. Chicago is eating 50% of Jake McCabe's contract. He signed for 2 more years. So not only this year, they're eating it next year and the following year, 50%.
Wow.
Yeah, like genius.
Wow, they literally took him to the back shed there, hey?
Yeah, I don't know how they're doing it. Like,
somebody did something and they got some dirt on him.
Well, they did get a first rounder. It's actually shocking what's going on. Tampa Bay's another team. They traded for Tanner Jeannot out of the Predators. So that happened yesterday. Here is what they traded for Tanner Jeannot. They give up Cal Foote, who is a minor league player, good young prospect. They give up a 2025 first-round pick, a 2024 second-round pick, a 2023 third-round pick, a 2023 fourth-round pick, and a 2023 fifth-round pick.
I'm glad I'm not the bookkeeper.
Yeah. So the laughing joke last night when I was watching sports was, well, the draft guys don't have to show up for Tampa for the next 2 or 3 years. Like, they have no picks.
Yeah, nothing. They're actually going on vacation.
Yeah.
They're going to come to Banff.
Yeah, it is crazy. All these trades are involving, third and fourth party teams. They're kind of needing those teams to get involved because they need them to eat contracts. And
right. That's why all the trades consist of 3-4 teams, but it seems like the Leafs are the ones winning on all of them.
Yeah, like Kyle Dubas is an absolute genius.
God, I hate the Leafs, but son of a bitch.
He has a hell of a good cameraman because he's catching pictures.
So I'm telling you, man, there's some dirty dog shit happening, and they're still going to lose after the first round.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Leafs fans.
It is crazy. And
first round demise.
We're going to get into Edmonton and the Calgary Shames here in a
No,
bit.
we're not talking about Calgary tonight. We're good. We'll just do the Edmonton Oilers.
No. We're going to talk about Calgary. And I'm a little frustrated, and we'll get into that. But let's go over some of the other trades. Isaac Ratcliffe, Nashville to Philadelphia, kind of a no-name there, really. Jack Johnson from Chicago to Colorado. The Vegas Golden Knights get Ivan Barbashev from St. Louis.
I didn't hate that.
No, that's a good deal. Dallas got Dadonov out of Montreal for Gurionov. I don't know who that is.
Nope, not sure. Sorry about that, Gurionov. We just don't know who he is.
Yeah. Winnipeg gets Nito Niederreiter. Thought a great pickup for Winnipeg. Yep. Nashville looks like they're selling, right?
Yep.
The Rangers clearing cap space for Patrick Kane, obviously. Rumors are rampant.
I mean, go ahead.
Yeah.
Rangers were good to begin with. I don't know. They're all in, obviously, right?
Yep. You know what's going to be interesting is will these guys all gel?
That's always the biggest risk when you bring a guy like Patrick Kane to a team that's already putting up numbers.
Yeah.
They're like, if we can boost this one more level, like it's game over, and it most likely is.
Yeah. But they're all the
same. But if it doesn't pan out that way, and they do not sync, that can be a disaster.
Well, we all know, and how every hockey team is built, you need some grinders, you need some flash, you need a lot of everything, right? And
very true. Keep it down back there.
Yeah. You tell her.
I will. I know how to raise twins. Okay?
The Rangers really are, with Tarasenko, and if they get Kane, or when they get Kane, basically, like that's a lot of the same player. They are,
Totally. And if they gel, wow. Woo.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, that's not easy. It's so much easier said than done. All-stars with all their all-stars. And normally all-stars need like a complementary player.
Yep.
When it's all all-stars with no one complimenting them on the same line and whatnot, it's not the same.
Well, all-stars don't like getting dirty.
No, they don't. Not normally. There are a few that I'm telling you, man, I got no issues the way Sidney Crosby, Ovechkin, and Connor McDavid play. Those three guys. McJesus, sorry. I keep referring to by the wrong name. Sorry about that. Seriously, those three guys, they have a different type of game.
Yeah. Although I was watching the Oilers game before you came, and McDavid, I was watching, I'm going to call him out on this. I was watching, he give a bad pass, so he's back checking, 2-on-1. McDavid's back checking, he's going to pick up a guy, but he picked up the wrong guy. Rule is puck carrier, defenseman always covers.
Sure.
McDavid floated to that guy, and the defenseman floated across to Foligno. Boston scores 2 on Boston.
Right? I mean, you got to remember. Yeah, I understand that is normally the logic, but sometimes like the hockey sense kicks in, and who knows what McDavid was thinking? He is so smart. He might be thinking a play ahead. Who knows what he might know the stats on these two guys on the breakaway, and he took the odds.
He could. Yeah.
He is so smart, man. But.
I mean, I love Connor. He's a great player.
The best.
He's the best.
Hurts me to say it. Like, look at my shirt. I'm bleeding right now, but he is the best.
At some point, we're going to see an Oiler.
Don't you touch it. Don't you touch it.
I can feel it. I just know it.
So,
another name, Timo Meier, moves last night to New Jersey.
Yep.
New Jersey's an interesting team.
They are an interesting team.
Yes. They're young, up and coming. Is it their time already? Is it not? Oh, that smells great, man. That smells... As
long as it doesn't bother you.
No, it smells delicious.
I'm smoking a beautiful cigar tonight. As most people know me, I love cigars, but don't get to smoke them often because I got nowhere to smoke them, and it's cold as shit outside.
So we're going to be like live from the barn?
Yeah, we may never leave. I might just sleep here tonight. Just every couple hours light up a dart. Oh, God in heaven.
Another big trade. It happened a few days ago. Boston Bruins, top team in the league. They get Dmitry Orlov and Garnet Hathaway out of Washington.
Like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Very good move.
Boston is such a good team this year. Man, they're scary good. Like, their goal, every position, I have no issues with their entire game, in my opinion. When they play, they are so hard to beat.
So just so you know, you're going to hear it here first tonight. I'm going to make a prediction. The Boston Bruins will lose in the first round of the playoffs.
Oh, shit, I like it.
They will lose in the first round.
Okay, that's going to be something. Remember it here. We're going to put a bet on that.
Yes.
I'm going to go with they'll win out the first round. I'm not saying they're going to win the cup. He's saying they'll lose. We'll put something on
They're going to lose.
We'll put something.
The best team, if you look statistically, the winner, what is it when you're top points in the NHL. I can't remember what that's called.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
top point team, odds of winning the Stanley Cup, very poor.
Yeah, it is. That I know. I don't know what to call it, but
yeah.
yeah. But I just can't see them going out the first round. But, I mean,
You know what?
LA Kings, remember the year that their first year they won the Cup? They came in on the last day of the season. I've talked about it before. 8th place, made it by 1 point by winning their last game of the season. Someone lost, they won, moved ahead of them. They won the Cup. And the team they played, I can't remember. But that was the top team in the NHL that year. And they knocked them out in 7 and then went on to roll through the Cup. So
Remember this. Remember
I said frick.
3 or 4 years ago, I'm not sure how long, Tampa Bay was the President's. That's what
President's
it is.
Trophy winner.
President's Trophy
There we
winner.
go.
Anyways, Tampa Bay was President's Trophy winner, and they lost 4 straight to the Columbus Blue Jackets.
That's true. To the frickin' Columbus Blue Jackets.
And it's all about matchups, how the divisions are set up.
It is. Playoffs are different hockey.
Yes.
Let's be honest. You can literally game plan for one team.
And
it is a different ball game, and there's another level. There's more aggressiveness. They know the refs are going to let a little more go.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, certain guys show up on certain stages.
So does that...
Not Johnny Hockey.
No.
Screw that kid.
He shows up at the golf course.
Yeah, he's living in Columbus.
Does that bother you? So that's an irk I have with the NHL. You call the game one way the whole season.
Yep.
You get to the playoffs, and all of a sudden, that clutching and
Pisses
grabbing
me off. Do
isn't
it
a
in football
penalty
too.
no more.
Do it in football too. Let them. Why do they do that the whole year? It makes for a better game.
It does.
You don't have to be so ticky-tacky all the time. I'm not a fan of rules are meant to be broken, but there comes a point where it's too much. It slows the game down, and there's too much technical. I sell insurance, but there are so many ticky-tacky things when it comes to a claim that are meaningless in the end. They're paying a $100,000 claim, but they're worried about a $300 portion of it. Guys, don't worry about it. That $300 purchase is actually the thing that those guys remember the most.
Yes.
And it's no different than hockey. It's the one thing I take out of a lot of games. Man, that game was ruined by the refs.
It was.
And I'm not this guy that likes to constantly ridicule the refs because, man, it's a hard job.
Yes.
But
it is.
They should take it upon themselves to open it up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, so as an Oiler fan, and I love Connor McDavid, so you can't touch him all year. You know that clutching and grabbing, but you can mug him all playoff long.
Absolutely. Come
on.
That's how they plan for it. And it's crazy.
It is. So, it's going to be interesting, but you heard it here first. Boston loses round 1. I don't care who they're
There
playing.
will be a bet involved. I don't know what it'll be, but a bottle of whiskey or something. We'll have something on the line.
And another interesting thing is we're going to do predictions, the NHL, but Toronto is lining up with Tampa Bay. Both have made trades. They will have a round 1 battle again.
God.
So
and Toronto, well, then they might lose in the first round.
And Leafs fans, don't bullshit me. You are sweating your balls off.
If you've got them. A little thing, actually, I got from, I got to bring this up before I forget it.
Yes.
In regards to playoffs and commercials and everything you always see. Kelly Buchanan was in today. And he said,
let's give Kelly I love that man. I love Kelly.
I love Kelly, man. A spirited guy, one of the best community guys that exists.
Bar none.
Such a good guy, yeah. And he said, one thing that irks me, and it wasn't in regards to just sports, but that's when you see the commercials, is he's like, how come when they're advertising, because it's a big thing right now, they're promoting non-alcohol beer. They don't call it non-alcohol beer.
No.
They call it non-alcoholic beer. That's a bit rough when you think about it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be non-alcohol beer?
It should.
Are
they
alcoholic
saying...
beer right here, boys? Listen, alcoholic beer.
Oh, we're screwed.
Alcoholic beer.
You are now an alcoholic.
Yeah, now I'm an alcoholic. No, I'm having a beer. It's an alcohol beer, or a non-alcohol beer. Not a non-alcoholic beer. Like, you make everybody sound like we're piss tanks.
The sad part is that beer probably at most sports stadiums is probably $12.
2 beer at the Regina Pats game, $22.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, and they were original 16s. Those are not good beers. Sorry, original 16. I don't like you.
I want to tell you a little story. So in 2015, we took my dad to the Toronto Blue Jays playoff game. First time in a long time they made it, eh? Anyways, Dad was hungry. He wants a hot dog at the ballpark. My brother does too. Okay, they're going to get 2 dogs, 2 beer. I'm good, eh? I don't need nothing. I ate before the game. So he hands my brother a 50. Goes, gets 2 beer.
2 dogs, 2 beer.
2 dogs,
and a 50.
Yeah.
Got it.
He got $8 change.
Holy
$42
no
for
wonder
two
they can
dollars.
afford Machado.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
Crazy, like, yeah. And there's
Holy.
82 games of those, and that was 2015. Just inflation has come up.
Oh, just inflation. Needs carbon tax the shit out of our beer and hot dogs
Christ!
now.
Now probably that is for 2 hot dogs, no beer included.
Yeah, well, we're not allowed beer. I mean,
Yeah.
alcohol's bad for us alcoholics.
It is.
You know?
It is. That's a whole nother story. Let's not even get into it. But
Stupid Justin.
crazy, anyways. But yeah, we're probably gonna do I think we're gonna do a trade special of the NHL probably on Saturday, day after the trade deadline.
Live from the Fox Valley Arena.
Yes, live from the Fox Valley Arena. So that is going to be cool.
His kids are playing. I'm playing.
Yeah.
Made me some live footage.
That's going to be great.
Yeah, I hope I don't pull my groin.
I'm going to be. Yeah, hey, I could tell you all about pulling muscles tonight. Let me tell you.
Old boy here had the fall.
But that will be great, and we'll do a trade deadline special. We'll do winners, losers, what we think, and. So we haven't got in. I'm going to drink before I talk about the Edmonton Oilers.
I'm going to drink before you bring up my shames.
Anyways, we've talked some trades. There's been quite a few. I'm not sure what's going to be available yet on trade deadline day because a lot of the big names have moved. Let's talk Calgary Flames right now. You're a big fan. We're going to get to my Oilers, and I got a bit of a rant to go with there too. But let's start with the Flames. What do you think they should do with the position they're in? They're out of the playoffs.
I think they should do nothing. I think Sutter should just continue his harsh path that he loves so much.
Yeah.
They're just not. They're not clicking. Their goaltending is not there. You need a goalie to win you. I said it, I think, first episode.
Yeah.
5 games a year they have to win you, and that will lift you sometimes into the next game. And that's how winning streaks start. Our goalies have won us 0 games. Maybe Vladar's maybe won us 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But that's our backup.
Yes.
That's an issue. You know, we dominated the Arizona Coyotes on Thursday or whatever. Then we come
hell
in
of
Saturday.
a team that Arizona.
Yeah, we dominated a shitty team, which we should do. And it was ridiculous. We outshot them 51-18. It was crazy. The way that it should be. So you're like, all right, they're playing the way that they should. They absolutely owned every facet except for goaltending. They were down like 3-1 in that game.
I watched
Wednesday.
a bit of it. Yeah.
Wednesday.
I watched
not
a bit.
Thursday. And then the next game, overtime loss when they had a 4-1 lead. Next game, they lose 4-1, which was last night or the night before.
Last night, because them and the Oilers are every other night kind of deal. Yeah,
disaster, man. Like, zero. There's no like momentum, nothing, and that's a problem.
Yep.
Your leaders have to step up and be like, guys, this is coming down to the nitty gritty. We're down to the last 40%, 30% of the season. We have to win way more than we lose from this point on to solidify us a spot. And they're the opposite. You know, goaltending has not been good. Defense, some games has been great, and the next game been terrible. No consistency.
And that is the strength of Calgary Flames.
Should be. The strength is not.
Yep.
Absolutely
missing Tanev, though. You're missing Tanev.
Yeah, and that is a big deal. I'll tell you. Like, you look at him, whatever. His stats aren't crazy. But
I hate him.
I know. And everybody that plays against him doesn't like him.
But
his winning statistic when he's on the ice, they're like over 70% victories.
Yep.
But every time he gets injured, it's like they win 1 out of 6. It's ridiculous. He's been injured twice, and it's been their biggest like losing spurts. It's just not good. Like,
so I want to ask you this question then. So we're talking about Calgary, and you said stand pat. So you, as a fan of the Flames, would you be all right with them trading, say, one of your maybe higher cost guys to another team for some, maybe, I won't call it a rebuild, but a slight retool to go into next year?
Absolutely would. I don't think we have a team right now set up to go past the first round, even if we get there.
Yep.
I am.
So you'd be all right.
Flames guys right now, but that's my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be all right with them doing that.
I would. It pisses me off to be all right with that, but yeah, I would.
Yeah. Well,
when it sucks
that's
to
part
be
of
there.
Being a Calgary fan, I'm just saying.
Fuck. Let in there. I get a punch in the face later. But it's hard. After last year, you know, we had such a good regular season. Our playoffs weren't good. Like the first round was good because we came against Dallas was terrible. They just had Ottinger, and then we came against a real team, which was the Oilers, and they just obliterated us.
Let's hear an applause. A real team, the Oilers.
Get off of here. But the swear jar's filling fast. It's just one of those things. We've never been built playoff tough since that 04 run. where I still feel like we got completely screwed against the Lightning. But, of course, I'm going to say that I'm biased, but I feel like we got screwed and slighted. But we've never been built like that since. Having a guy like Iggy, your captain who can do it all, is all.
He was one in a million, though.
Yeah, he was a great player. He was an awesome guy. Yeah. He was the guy every team needs to try and build their franchise around. You know, it sucks they couldn't have done it for him.
Yep.
But they didn't have the right pieces. You know, that playoff run was a miracle that it happened. Right?
It did.
That team wasn't. It was just they came together in the playoffs,
playing their
all
best
momentum.
Hockey. It was.
But that's because they had a leader.
Yeah.
That's what they don't have right now.
No.
Do we even have a captain? I don't think we have a captain. I don't think he assigned one.
Well, Tkachuk was your captain last year, not?
Just assistant. We had 3 assistants.
Well, who? No, Giordano was your last captain.
Yeah, 3 years ago. Yeah, we don't have a captain still.
Really?
That's a problem.
I think, to be honest with you, and lots of people might not agree with me, I think the game has passed Daryl Sutter a little bit. Today's athlete, to be honest with you,
bunch of pussies.
They are.
Daryl Sutter is the man, but you're right.
No,
everything's changed so much.
It has.
I don't know if he can be successful.
I don't think he can.
He would need a team full of veterans, in my opinion.
And watch for this in the offseason. As I am predicting Boston to lose, I am also predicting that Brad Truliving moves on and Daryl Sutter moves upstairs.
It could happen. Yeah, it could happen.
I think it could.
It would bother me because I feel like Brad hasn't. I feel like everything he's done. Like he's made some great.
He's a good GM.
Oh man, like bringing in Uyghur and Huberto and all that when we were destined to be the worst team ever. After we offered Gaudreau and Tkachuk more money than they got elsewhere and they left. Can't blame them. After COVID, they both said they didn't want to be in Canada.
He was put in the shithouse last year, and he come out sucking a couple of titties, like he did.
That's a fact. Sucking a couple of titties. Put that on a T-shirt. I'll write that down. But he did a great job, in my opinion, and I really value some of the stuff he did in Arizona before.
Yeah.
Really, he did awesome. The poor bastard has had some terrible luck. He brings together a team that just ain't gelling. He said it's going to take till game 35 and you'll see a difference. It just never happened. The start of the year, he was confident. He said, I understand there's going to be some hiccups, new squad, this and that. We're working on some things. Just never came together.
And Markstrom has been a huge disappointment to the Flames.
Huge. Like from last year's regular season, he literally won us 13 games. That's just double what you're supposed to win as a goalie.
I want to point this out.
Don't do it.
Because I'm an Oiler fan, I love it. It's like we crushed Markstrom. We broke him. He is broken because of us.
And I'm broken because of you.
Let's hear an applause for that. Oilers crushed Markstrom.
Oh, you guys... Are you hearing this shit?
I think if we drink enough whiskey possibly tonight, by the end of the
I might have to fill that.
We could have a wild cow milking competition.
I'm not milking a cow. I don't know if anybody's seen Kingpin, but that would be me. I took the honor of milking your cow. Well, we don't have a cow. We got a bull, though.
We could go straight to the bullpen. I was going to say.
Stay away from every animal in this place.
Well, if you're out there and you want to see a wild cow milking competition later on in future episodes, shoot us an email.
I do have the softest hands in the world. Darren Lehman used to tell me, Josh, you're setting fantastic soft hands. God, but I don't think milking is quite my...
That's not what he meant.
That's not really what he meant.
Before we talk to my Oilers, one thing has come to my mind. Did you see the spit last night in Drew Doughty's face?
Drew Doughty, yeah, I did.
On Drew Doughty.
From the Rangers. He didn't spit, no.
No.
That bugs me. I just think disrespect in a sport to someone who's... I don't care if he did it to a rookie.
Yes.
But to a vet, man, he should have got his teeth punched in so hard. I think that's gross. I think that's disrespectful. I'd rather see a spear.
What pisses me off, and it really pisses me off, is today he comes out and says, I didn't intend on doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, you're looking him right in the face.
Yeah.
You hork this big fucking newbie. What were you intending on doing?
That was bigger than a Ron Jeremy load. That was disgusting, man. Good golly, Miss Molly.
That. So no respect for the game. No respect for your opponent.
Yep. Just think, man, back in the day, Brett Hall tells the story about a rookie yelling at Joe Sakic on the bench. It was when Brett Hall was playing with the Detroit Red Wings.
Uh-huh.
And I don't remember who the player was, but he was beaking Sakic as he went by, and Brett Hall grabbed him by the jersey and threw him into the bench and said, "Don't you ever talk to Joe like that again. Show some damn respect." And that was on his team. You don't do that.
No.
There are guys, they are veterans, they earned their place. You shut your mouth because it's going to get bad if you do that. And they know that. There was a respect level. I feel like that's gone.
What I would like to know is what conversations went on in the Rangers locker room after. Was there anything said? Did some of the veterans step up and say,
I hope
"Hey,
so.
like"?
I really hope so. I don't know if they did, but that, like, if I'm the veteran on the team after the game, dude, I'm tearing into him.
I'm not impressed.
You embarrassed
with
the
that.
team.
Yes, you
which
did.
I am wearing on my chest.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
embarrassed me.
Yeah.
It's bad enough the Flames
They
embarrass
still
me
have a
nightly. They embarrass me on the weekly.
Are they in the
But
WHL
shut
now?
up. Oh, my God. Holy.
I wasn't sure, like, if they got
He was
demoted.
sure he knows.
And, well, we've kind of, harassed you enough with the Flames or the Shames or whatever you want to call them. And I got a little rant about my Edmonton Oilers. Connor McDavid is in the prime of his career. Leon Draisaitl as well. Two of the best players in the league.
And Ken Holland's taking a poop for 4 days.
Ken Holland, like, he might as well be sitting here in the Calving barn with us because
He's
I'm
not welcome right now.
pardon the language, he's doing fuck all.
Here you go, Tyson. I got you.
He is. Like, if you're going to stand pat with those guys as your leaders, when do you go for it?
Not right now.
Yes.
Contact Eric Carlson. Find out what you need. Throw it.
You have to get it done. And
Go
I mean,
for it. Risk it.
he has a few days left.
Yeah, he does. It could still happen.
It
Let's be
could.
honest.
Yeah.
There's lots of time.
Strong rumors about Carlson
Let me
tonight.
check my phone now. Maybe
Yeah.
we missed it.
Yeah.
You never know.
Strong rumors. But,
Tyson, it didn't happen. Not yet.
is there a boo here? No.
Oh.
Let's try another one. No.
It
There we go. Sad.
has not happened yet.
There we go.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
So his son, I read an article this morning. His son, he's assistant general manager, wants to make a big move. He's all in.
No way.
Yep. Brad is his name. Brad Holland. Ken Holland, the old man with the boss, doing nothing, sitting on his hands, thumb up his ass, let's be honest. And the main reporter for the Edmonton Oilers, I'm trying to think of his name, it slipped my mind. He's even calling him out. He's on Oilers television. He's like, "Ken, you have to do something. Like, this team is in a win now mode."
Everybody's asking for it now.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to see it, even not Flames fans, but even me. I mean, Connor McDavid, he's got to win a cup.
He does. He
He's
does.
too good not
with
to.
the Oilers. With the Oilers.
Of course, he can't leave.
Yeah.
He can't leave.
No.
No, man,
Toronto, he's not coming.
That's
Sorry,
a Toronto
buddy.
thing to
Yeah.
lose their complete, like Matthews
Yeah.
end up in Columbus with Goodrow. That's their type of issue. That can't happen to the Oilers until he wins. Once he wins, they can screw it up like they did with Gretzky. That's
Exactly,
fine. But they got to get him that cup, and he deserves it.
He
And the
does.
city deserves it.
They do.
Built an arena for him, for the cup, for everything. They got to win.
Yeah, and
And I think they still can, honestly. But man, that would really, really change things fast.
I think we talked about Daryl. Today's game, today's athlete. Is the older GM like Ken Holland? He's the highest paid GM in the league.
He's probably, he's been put in a lot of good positions too, let's be honest.
He was with Detroit when there was no salary cap.
That's right.
Anybody could put together a team then.
He assembled the team with that money.
Yep.
Right?
And they overspent spent more money than anybody
That's right.
every year.
A huge and they won with it. And
They did.
I mean, that's why baseball's so that way and whatnot,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
But it's different now. And I don't know if he has the tools or the balls to do it, but he's got to do it.
I'm just not sure he's creative enough. Like, you look at Toronto, and they're getting other teams to eat contract and giving up draft picks.
You got to be aggressive, too. You got to be
You
kind of
do.
like a mean lion almost.
To me, a draft pick this year or next year means nothing to the Edmonton Oilers.
Agreed.
Those players are 5 years away. Who cares? We are in a win now in the next 2 or 3 years.
His best years are the next 4 to 5. So
Yes.
really, who cares at that point?
Yeah.
Let's get it now. Because you win one, you're probably going to get another one.
Yes. Yes.
Go, baby. Go. All in.
Gotta go for
Throw
it.
the chips on the table. Get risky.
That is from a Flames fan to the Oilers.
From a Flames fan.
By the way, the guy just came to my mind who called out Ken Holland was Bob Stauffer of the Edmonton Oilers.
Bob Stauffer. All right, there we go.
Yeah,
You got a local, literally team guy calling out
the Oilers insider. He knows all the thing, and he's like, "Come on, Ken! Like we have to do something." So I mean, there is
that's
time.
risky to call that out.
It is,
but I mean, that's how much emotion is involved right now. Like it's a big deal.
They want it, and they're seeing other teams who are against the cap. They're making trades. They're getting shit done.
Yeah.
The Edmonton Oilers polishing the thumb, sticking it right up and doing nothing. I just wonder if the trade deadline comes and passes and Edmonton does nothing, will Ken Holland survive that?
Oh, him and Tree Living might both not survive.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah, and I don't think I would call for his head as a fan.
Yeah, and it will be. You're not the only fan thinking this. Go on Twitter.
No. I follow the fans' perspective. Dolany TV, both great things on YouTube with the Oilers, and shout out to both those guys, and doing a heck of a job. But we're all on the same page. Like
Spit and Chicklets, same thing. They're all talking about it.
Yes, like we have to go for it. Yeah. Come on, boys.
Yeah, Barstool Barstool Berta, I believe.
Yes.
Same thing. They post it all the time. Like it's everywhere.
It's time. So, come on, Oilers, and let's get some shit done.
Dog shit Alberta teams. Let's move on to NFL.
We're gonna cover the NFC North today.
NFC North breakdown.
Before we get into that, let's just quickly talk. I know we didn't put it in the notes or whatever tonight, but we had a little discussion today. I popped in for coffee at Schmaltz Insurance.
Best creamer in town, I'll tell you. Tyson brought us some Turtles creamer. I never had it before. Pretty good. Yeah. Pretty good stuff.
Awesome.
Thanks for leaving it.
Had to get off the farm. Love visiting you guys and just like shooting the shit. But I want to discuss the XFL. You give me some stats today. I'll be honest. I had a busy hockey weekend with Peyton, my son, and I didn't get to watch anything. And
Tyson, I didn't either. So all I did was literally went on. Sorry about that. If it's smoky.
Oh, baby, I love it.
Yeah, this is the happiest this cow's ever been. Look, I got the twins up.
She's smiling.
She is smiling. And
those are some nice dentures I just put in today.
Oh yeah, look at that briskets. They're staring at us.
Oh. That's as fresh as you can get.
You can't get fresher, folks. But the XFL, seriously, I want it to work. I do. I watched last week. I loved it, man. There was a couple of huge comebacks. This week, again, Houston Roughnecks had a great game. The Brahmas had another great game this weekend. Attendance down from last week, which was terrible last week. And the online viewership was at, I think 20% of what week 2 was the last time the XFL. Down 80%.
Wow.
Something crazy like that. Man, even Dwayne "The Rock" Bounce Your Tits Johnson can't get the XFL to work. And I'm telling you guys, this is a huge problem. I know everyone's like, we thought it was going to happen. But if this fails, what the hell? The USFL is going to fail. There's no doubt.
They might as well not start.
Honestly. Because these guys came up with some awesome rules. I love some of the calls. I don't think it's gimmicky. I enjoyed the game. I think some of the players were great that I watched. Some great catches, some great throws. And if that doesn't work, and it has got totally different rules in CFL, NFL, if it doesn't work, nothing else is going to work either. And that's just scary. That means there's never going to be a new anything created because it's not supported. It's not the NFL. It's not CFL. Well, folks, it's not. But it's not supposed to be.
No.
It's a filler. And I could watch football all year round, to be honest with you. I'm going to pick a team. And I'm probably going to be the Renegades just because Darnell Sankey went there, like I told you. Or,
yes.
It's funny. It might be Seattle because, holy shit, they gave Josh Gordon another chance. I mean, that guy's only got 9 lives. He's a damn cat.
There's a cat running around, and we're going to call him Josh
Gordon right there. He's back, babe.
Look at him run that pattern down at the end of the barn there, eh?
He's not high at all. So it's just, I feel terrible for the league, for everything, minus The Rock. Don't feel bad for him. He's rich and he's a liberal. But Anyways, probably supports the carbon tax. I don't know. But.
I got a question for you, and this just come to mind. We're sticking on the XFL here. How long do they go? Like,
Man,
do they make the season? Do they cut ties? Later on in the season, we're in week 2, and they had that huge drop off. Do they? Let's put it out there. Does the XFL finish the season?
Man, oh man. I think they have enough investment too.
They got some deep pockets.
If it's
they do.
my money, I don't know if I finish this. If it stays like this, there's got to be a change, and it has to happen in the next 2 weeks, in my opinion. They're losing money hand over fist.
Yeah. Can it? Like, I know their salaries are down. I'd be really interested to see what their TV contracts look like. What penalties there would be if
Canada, there ain't no contract. Can't watch half the games.
No, the blackouts, local blackouts.
Good God.
And Montreal's playing, but it's a blackout. But we'll get into that. I'd be interested what penalties are involved, and because there's a lot of politics always, like, behind the scenes with these things.
There is. There's so much money behind the scenes, politics behind the scenes, all sorts of stuff. But I'd say 2 weeks, Tyson. Honestly, you got to give them 2 more weeks. Got to go 4 weeks, but The Rock says they're doing fine. He posted it. I mean,
I seen that. I did watch that.
However, like I said, don't really trust all the liberal stuff all the time. Oh boy, I don't want to speak in my mind about that either.
Honestly, what can he say? He can't come out there and say, "Oh boy, we're in trouble."
No, that's a boss. I mean, he's a businessman.
Yeah.
He says they're in trouble. Now the investors are out immediately. Like, that's what he's got to say. But that's why.
But I do
lies.
But
let's get in to the NFC North.
Right on. So Josh had to take a little piss break. I think he was flaunting it at the cows. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Whiskey.
Putting it out there.
It gets me. Whiskey gets me. That 5-9 whiskey, I'll tell you, it's so good and so pure. It runs right through.
I'm not going to lie, though. I've never seen a cow snicker until you went and took a leak in the back 40 there.
It was weird. The cow literally brought out a magnifying glass.
I actually hope the mics picked up that snicker, because I want to have the fans at home hear the cow kind of snicker like that. That's
a whole new definition for the fans' perspective.
Yeah, the cow's perspective.
So enough about the lies from The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go into NFC North breakdown, Tyson.
Right on.
Where do you want to start?
Detroit Lions.
Woo! Love them.
I do too.
Where do you think the offense ranks off the top of your head this year? I mean, kind of weird, but
I'm going to start with the cap numbers, and then I'm going to tell you. $23 million cap space, so they do have some
little bit.
Yep. They're probably going to do, like every other team does, some restructuring. Off the top of my head, they had a very good offense.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Come on, St. Brown. Come on.
Yeah. Let's.
Jamal Williams.
Would they be about 11th in the league?
5th place.
5th.
Yeah, according to the ESPN.
Wow. Oh, that's good, man. Bring that shit in here.
We're going to get Tyson smoking a cigar some show. I have many.
Get ready. I will have the pail beside me, and that'll be
it's going to be. He'll enjoy. Wait, he'll be addicted.
I love the smell. We'll be
living in the calf barn.
Yeah. But anyways, Detroit Lions, I would have thought they weren't that good, actually.
Yeah. Like I said, it comes down to a lot of statistics. Points for was a huge one.
Yeah, there goes Josh Gordon, by the way.
Yeah, Josh Gordon just ran by again, guys. He's running fly patterns all night. That guy has no quick. Holy shit. Schmaltz Insurance might need to hire that guy.
Amazing.
He does not go to bed.
Yeah. And a good mouser, too.
Great mouser, Josh Gordon. Great mouser. Write it down. Offense, ranked 5th. Their issue to me was a little bit of QB efficiency coming from the O-line chemistry.
O-line deficiency?
Yeah, let's be honest. 5 yards to the goal line, they were the best in the league.
Broke a record, yeah.
And other than that, it was weird. Like their O-line on their 4th and shorts, 3rd and short, they were like 4th or 5th last.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. get near the goal line, it was like the taste of blood.
Yeah.
The rest of the field have a little bit of an issue. So that's an O-line thing.
Killer running game, 5 yards and under, basically.
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
Just kind of weird. Monte Brown was their real only stellar guy.
Yeah.
But
I actually got a list of free agents, and I'm gonna go because I looked at it earlier and I can't remember. My memory is short and sweet.
dementia is an ugly thing.
It is. I don't think Jamal Williams is the only running back that is a free agent for the Detroit Lions. So,
well, they got to keep him.
Yeah.
He was the product of a lot of those touchdowns.
Yeah,
those
he was.
Yardage ones. My God.
Yeah.
When they needed it, bam, that guy was unstoppable near the goal line. It was ridiculous. I had him.
Exciting team to watch.
I had him and Josh Jacobs. Those are my two running backs.
Really?
Oh, racked them up. The rest of my team, absolute dog
I
shit.
can't believe you didn't pick an Eagle. Like, come on.
You got to pick your team at the start of the year. Nobody thought they would have been what they were at the start of the year, except
I
for
did.
you.
I did.
Yeah,
man.
you and Mark Walls. Son of a biscuit.
Oh,
I would swear, but I got no money left for the jar guys.
And
so.
there's like another guy in Fox Valley. I'm not going to mention
Clayton
names.
Sarau?
Yeah, he thought they'd be great too.
He did, and he was right.
Yeah, and they were great.
Yeah,
Let's be honest. What was their defense like? Where
Good
did we hit the
defense, ranked
numbers?
28th.
Oh shit! Like, that's not bad being like
Pretty
4 from
terrible.
the bottom.
Yeah, that is pretty terrible. They need, as I wrote down, a little bit of everything.
So they need some corners. They need some linebackers. They need some front linemen.
Or time
interior
to develop. One or
ends.
the other.
Yeah.
But a couple pieces. Let's be honest, all over the place.
And probably have some young guys there that next year are going to take a leap.
They do have that.
Yeah.
But I do always feel like you got to get that veteran presence. One guy, enjoy.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I do too. I love it.
That's
my
awesome,
wife
man.
does not.
Really?
But nope,
Really?
nope, not the smell.
I'm going to smell my clothes for days.
Oh, God. She has no problem with me having a cigar.
Yeah.
Never had an issue. But doesn't like to be around it like this.
Really?
She's no problem if she's over there. Yeah, enjoy your thing, Josh. Megan's awesome. But nope, she's not. Everyone's like, I could never smoke one. Gross. But I kind of like being around it.
Yeah, I love the smell.
It's actually my favorite part about tonight. The old Betsy and the twins back
yeah.
here, bringing back memories of the old twins. But it's awesome, man. Being able to have a cigar in the middle of winter in Canada is pretty cool for me.
Were your twins as easy as mine to take care of?
Good God, no. Have you ever heard my twins? Good. I haven't heard these little buggers. We're going to name them Levi and Lily, though.
100%.
Yeah.
Cow number 78, you see it there. Levi and Lily, and we will get them holding them calves at branding. That will be part of our video, man.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
And we'll cook up some grub, and it's going to be
we're going to have a good time.
Yeah, 100%. But
where are we going to next?
Detroit Lions, we've covered offensively, good. Defensively,
very bad.
Lots of work. So,
but we're going to make the playoffs next year.
100%. You heard it here first. The Detroit Lions will win this division.
Not only make the playoffs,
win the division.
I am not going to argue it.
Cap
I love
space,
them this year.
High draft pick, team on the rise.
Like their coach, too.
Yes.
Ballsy guy.
Yes. Second team we're going to cover, the Land of Darkness.
The Packers.
Yeah.
Mr. Aaron Rodgers is 4 days of darkness. I like it.
Oh, my God. I don't even know where to go with that.
Yeah. Rodgers is a unique individual.
He is. He's
Offense.
He's all about Aaron.
Where do you think they ranked?
So the Lions, you said, were, what did you say they were?
Freaking fifth.
Fifth. And you would tentatively think that the Packers should be better.
Yeah, but they weren't this year.
I'm going to say about 17th.
Offense, 14th.
14th, so I'm close.
Yeah, you're very close. Bang on, in my opinion.
$5.9 million cap space for
None.
the Packers.
None, basically. Who's their QB going forward? Huge issue.
I believe Love has to be the man.
Agreed. Aaron doesn't want to be there.
No.
We all know that. He's moving on.
Aaron's going to the Raiders.
I think that's a great fit. I believe that's his place for now.
Yeah.
Ravens, receivers
maybe.
are terrible. Well, come on, Rick.
I just put a little applause in his ear.
He did. I heard it. You don't need to hear that garbage. I love their running back game, Aaron Jones. Love that, but they got no receivers, in my opinion. We're good enough. They got to solidify quarterback. They absolutely
Yep.
have to, because Rodgers isn't. Even if they
He's
got him
30.
for one more year,
What is he?
He doesn't want to be. He wants to win again. He's moving on.
I
They're in a rebuild, in my opinion. They are.
Aaron Rodgers could be on the Niners too. Very
Yeah, he
easily.
could. Yeah, they got a winning team. He's going to go somewhere where they're already a winning team.
Yep. They
'Cause it
got
wouldn't make
all the
sense.
tools but the quarterback.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for any other reason.
To be quite honest.
And that's honestly the main reason why the Ravens aren't the team for him.
Yeah.
They don't have anything but a quarterback, in my
San
opinion.
Francisco is probably one of the very few teams who have everything but a quarterback.
Agreed. 100%.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel bad for Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Had he been healthy, I think they'd roll with him. But Betsy agrees.
Yeah.
Thanks, Betsy.
All over the Packers.
That's my
yeah.
old girl right there. She's agreeing 24/7. Oh, boy.
Yeah, so what were they defensively?
What do you think? What do you think?
I think they're weaker. I'm going to go 23rd.
17. They were weaker,
17.
but
They're
17.
better than I thought.
Yeah, that's still
Jeez.
pretty shitty.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're the back half of the league,
Yep.
bottom half. So, agreeance
Yeah.
again.
Betsy hates the Packers, just so you know. Sorry, David Lerner, but she hates them.
I kind of tend to agree with
Yeah,
that.
I don't like the Packers.
Lots of work to do. Not a lot of cap space.
No.
Aaron Rodgers, however, if they do trade him, that'll create some room.
Yep. Yeah. And they need a lot of room to fix their back end.
Yeah.
Ton of long yardage touchdowns, long yardage plays. Their back end is horrible, and their front line is bad too.
Yeah, they got some work to
A
do.
lot of work to do on the defense, in my opinion. Yeah, they got lots of pieces to fill, but first and foremost, quarterback. They got to get that figured out.
They do.
Yeah.
Most exciting team. Let's move on to in the division, and they will be the most talked about team, the Chicago Bears.
The Bears.
They have near $100 million of cap space,
And they'll need every penny.
and number one overall pick.
Right.
Do not forget that.
So they've got that position. If they want to go after one guy, they've got the money and the pick to pick up anybody that's willing to take a little bit of a gamble. I mean, like the Ravens, which you bring up.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to go a different direction.
All right, go for it.
So if I'm the GM of the
And
Chicago
thank you.
Bears, you're welcome. You're welcome. If I'm the GM of the Chicago Bears, the first team that comes to me and offers me 2 ones for my first overall gets my first overall. Woo!
I like it.
I would take 2 ones for my number 1
Yep.
and gladly drop back in the draft and get that
7th
extra,
and 18th, whatever it is.
Yeah, and get that extra
Oh, I
pick.
like it. I like it, man. Yep. Because there is no solidified number one that exists right now.
No.
So yeah, I'm with you.
Plus, you're going to swap number 1 picks, of course, with the team trading,
That's right.
right? So
And it's a 2-for-1 in the end.
Yeah,
That's all that it is.
yeah.
And
So
I think unless there's that one guy you know for sure that's a game changer,
there never is, though.
there really isn't.
There is no guarantee in that.
I think that's the right move.
Yeah. So, and I do think rumors have swirled today. Chicago is willing to trade out, and of course, the quarterback needy teams are going to go for that number 1 pick. They have to.
100%.
How's
100%.
that cigar, by the way?
It's good. It's almost gone. and
It's
It's breaking
freaking-
my heart.
Oh, it smells.
I think Betsy wants
amazing.
some. Oh, look at Lily.
Look at that,
She's all over the
yeah.
place.
Yeah, and you know, cool part is you got a boy girl.
Yes, and those are boy girl.
100%, man.
That's what I'm talking about. I grow Betsy.
So
She
we
knew she
do
was
have they are named
Basically,
officially
I'm
now.
a bull.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, you pretty much are.
Yeah, man,
You're
right
missing one key ingredient, but this is a family show, and we won't get into that.
It is not a family show, people.
Bears on defense. Where are we at? We talked about offense. They got Fields. Where are they
Even
defensively?
better on defense.
Yeah.
32nd, dead last.
Oh shit! So they really got nowhere to go but up.
They have a lot of upside looking.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one way to go.
Yeah.
And I feel bad. One of my good buddies, Nathan Walsh of Centennial Foods,
Yeah.
which both
Shout out to them.
love me some Centennial Foods. They've been great to me. And plus their stuff's amazing. But he is a huge Dub Bears fan. And yeah, 32nd.
Poor bastard.
I know. He's a Flames fan as well.
I really not sure why he loves sports. Like He's definitely a diehard.
Sucker for punishment
He
is a
is,
term.
yeah.
I mean, I'm
You know.
one of them. Riders.
When you're a Flames
Ravens.
and a Bears fan,
Oh, yeah.
you have to be dedicated or
You gotta
crazy.
love them
One of the
teams.
two.
Yeah. Yeah. He might have a screw loose, baby. We don't know. I really
You know what
love the
I'd
guy,
love
but-
to do though sometime with him is we should go to an Oilers Flames game and to have a little fun. That would be great.
Ooh, I like it. I think he'd be up for it. Nathan,
Yeah.
if you're up for it, let me know. I know
Yeah.
you listen. You
And,
listen
and
every
it
week.
will have to be next year because unfortunately
They
the
don't
Battle
play
of
again,
Alberta
and
is
the
done.
Flames probably won't make the playoffs. So it's
Yeah.
not happening this
Yeah,
year.
probably. But let's hear an applause for that.
Get your hand off that applause button.
So the Bears suck. Let's.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Nathan. They do suck.
They got some cap room. They got high draft picks. So
There's
probably
a chance to move.
they will get better.
Yep.
But where
Can't
they'll
get
be,
worse.
they're not a playoff team next year. No.
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 If they play their cards right 2 to 3 years from now, they could be good.
Yep.
But
Yep.
this next
Yep.
year is going to still be a
Yeah,
rebuild.
there-
Let's
there
go for
definitely
6
is.
wins. Let's go for 6 wins.
6 is probably
That's-
doable.
Yeah, it's doable. It might be a stretch, but it's doable.
Yeah. Minnesota Vikings
Monty Turnus.
minus
All right.
20 million cap space.
Just a bunch of
So
idiots.
just a hair over.
Just a bunch of idiots.
Kirk Cousins, one more year at, I believe I seen on the NFL Network, 35 million is his contract.
Yeah, too much.
Yep.
I'm not sold on him.
No, I
Never
never been a fan.
No, I think he's a game manager. I never think they've won a game because of him.
Yeah.
I don't think he can do it in crunch time.
No.
Nothing against him. I think Kirk's cool. He's got his big chain when he wins. He's
Yeah.
his shirt off. Cool dude. No, he's not a leader in the sense of a winning quarterback. He's just not the guy.
In my opinion, the day of the drop back, and we've discussed this many times, the Dan Marinos, the Joe Montanas
That's right.
of the world,
That era might be passing us
that
by.
era
For now.
they're more of a hybrid / runner thrower.
You got to keep the defense on their toes a little
Yep.
bit more than that. If they can hone in on one thing nowadays, they're too athletic,
Yep.
too smart,
huge. Makes
huge
a big
man,
difference.
fast
Yeah.
man, lights out.
So where were they in offense and defense?
Offense, where do you think they were on offense? Let's keep that little thing going.
Geez, they had Jeffries, they have
Yep.
Cook. They should be top 10. Let's go with number 9.
7.
7.
7th offense.
7.
Yeah,
That's
which
pretty
is good.
Top 10. Anytime one of your teams is in the top 10, you're doing all right.
That's right. You're a playoff team,
Yep.
no doubt.
How about defense? That good, eh?
Oh, God, almost choked on a Bud Light, and that's just water. 29.
20. So just above the Bears.
Holy shiitake. Yep. That's
Oh,
bad.
That is bad.
That's bad.
I
Their
expected.
defensive line was atrocious.
I expected them to be better. I'm not gonna lie.
I think everyone did.
Yeah. So actually, the offense pulled their weight.
Yeah, the offense was the only reason they did anything this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Their back end was brutal, middle, everything. I mean, you're 29th.
That's
You're
bad.
not good.
No.
Defensively.
And surprising when you look at their record that they were that.
Unreal record.
Uh,
Unreal.
I'm just looking for the Oilers score here because
Oh.
they're playing the Boston Bruins. tonight.
Yo! Let's see who can pull-
McDavid gets 50. That's all that really matters.
Yeah, McDavid. McJesus, I believe, is his.
Yes, that's his
name there,
fans'
Tyson.
perspective name.
That is his
McJesus.
name.
Connor McJesus.
Bruins won 3-2.
You son of a bitch. Had to,
I'm not even happy about it. I'm sick of the Bruins
I think that's a
winning.
typo. It has to be.
I'm sure it is.
Just a word out to Ken Holland. Get off your ass and make a trade.
Oh, man. Let's.
That's sad, but true.
It was a very, very close game. Shots 28-24. And,
Best team in the league, Boston.
yep. And the Oilers no, they did get outshot 28-24, but that's a
Okay,
close game.
yeah, good game.
That's
good game.
That's a good game, yeah. And it was 3-2 going into the third. No goals in the third.
No goals. Hey,
Yep.
hey, the Oilers shut down a team for the first time in 2023.
And
in the third
McDavid got
period.
both the goals.
Yeah, I seen. Edmonton scored just before he came to do the podcast. Edmonton scored, allowed a goal like 20-some seconds after.
No way.
Yeah, sad but true. Sad but
Probably
true.
as I pulled up.
Yeah.
Sorry
I think it
about
was
that.
the goddamn Flames license plate. That's
I have
what
a
did
rider.
it.
I have a rider license plate. I just got a
Oh.
Flames sweater on.
But back to the Vikings. They don't have a lot of cap space. They got some restructuring to do, obviously.
They do. I don't mind their running game. They need some O-line consistency. Their receiving game, just because of Jeffries, is fantastic. That alone is awesome. Didn't even have to use Thielen this year, literally.
No.
And he's good, too.
Yeah.
Who's their tight end? I did not hate him at all.
No, he's not bad.
No, he's good. They just, their defense literally let them down, and Kirk is not a sole proven winner.
No, and you know...
But he's a great guy.
Historically, Minnesota has a good defense.
Oh, yeah, they normally...
Do you remember John Randall?
I don't remember, but yes, I know of him.
Excellent interior lineman.
Yes.
He was tremendous.
I mean, I just done enough research and have enough friends that love the teams and whatnot, but not... You know, I've only been an NFL fan for a short period, maybe 15 years, 14 years.
You don't
max.
have to make fun of your height.
No,
we're both short here, so...
Fairly short people, yeah. Very tall egos, though.
You know, we're pretty damn tall, and... when you take the average of this room.
That's true. If you add up everybody in this room, we're probably the two tallest.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
That's the only room I've ever been in when I've been mentioning that part.
My wife's Chinese. It's fantastic. I've been at family events, tallest guy in the room. It's never been better for me.
Large white guy.
Large white man. 5'5", large white man.
So yeah, that's the NFC North kind of in a wrap. We kind of covered the teams. I do think Detroit has the highest upside.
Agreed. I am on 100%, and I believe they're I say 100% playoff team. He says 100% wins the division.
So here's my numbers. I'm just looking at this. Detroit 1, Minnesota 2, Chicago 3, Green Bay's going to fall to 4.
Woo-wee.
Without Aaron Rodgers, they will struggle. That's
no disagreement.
Just a number.
No disagreement. I can see it happening. Yeah.
Yeah. So
go Lions, baby.
No. Yeah, Lions. How can you not cheer for the old Barry Sanders
and all the shit they've been through? Go Lions.
Yeah, and what was the old Transformer receiver there? I'm trying to think of his name, but
Mr. Megatron.
Megatron.
Poor bugger.
Unbelievable receiver. Like
Calvin Johnson was.
I remember him, unfortunately, for the bad call on his catch.
Yeah. A good buddy of mine grew up with him.
Really?
Threw to him. Was his high school quarterback. The guy that's actually making our logo for this.
Nice.
Was
his
quarterback.
Yeah. And speaking of logos, if you guys are interested, we are going to have some swag coming out.
Yeah, we are.
We're going to have some shirts, some hats, some
stickers.
Real cool stuff. Stickers, you betcha.
Lots of fun stuff, guys. Our logo, you'll see it as soon as we see it.
Yeah, and I'm excited.
Dusty is still in the creation process, and he will not let me see it till it's finished.
I tell you, beauty doesn't come overnight.
That's right.
And when you see these faces, there's probably lots of work to do.
Tell us, combined, what are we combined, 50 years old?
Well,
so, I mean,
kinda,
we're somewhere around there.
I mean, you cover more than half of that. But that's another story.
Yeah, I do.
But that covers the NFC North. Do you want to go over a little bit of the franchise tagging?
Let's do it. Let's finish the show with a little bit of that talk, and I think that's a good place. Let's go.
Okay, sounds good. I'm going to give you the candidates. You tell me if they're going to get franchised or what's going to happen. Lamar Jackson, Ravens.
I mean, you're going to say yes. I'm going to say no. My reason is I want him to work out a deal. I don't think he's going to play under the franchise tag. I understand why you're going to say yes, but I say no. They got to work something out. Ray Lewis said they can't let him walk. He doesn't think he'll play under a franchise tag. He's got to get a contract.
I don't think he'll play under a franchise tag either, but I do not think the Ravens can let him walk for nothing. He will be franchised at the very minimum. I'm going to mention the next two names together because they're both the Giants. Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley.
And I know we see this opposite again, which is good. That's good. I don't believe in Daniel Jones at all. I think they do it to Saquon. I know he's had injury issues, but this last season, man, he was their rock.
Yeah.
And I do understand your side. I know you're going to give it to me. Quarterbacks are much harder to find than a running back. However, I don't have faith in Daniel Jones.
I believe they're going to franchise Daniel Jones. They may sign him even without the franchise because I don't think they're that far apart. Saquon Barkley walks, I believe. He's going to demand too much money.
I don't disagree.
The franchise for a running back, the tag is probably quite high. I'm not familiar with the numbers exactly, but I know they'll be high.
Yeah.
And there's lots of running backs available.
Yeah, there is. There always is.
Yes.
There always is.
It's a dime a dozen.
I mean, in my opinion, he's just so much more important right now.
Yeah.
But I get it. Quarterbacks are impossible to find.
Jordan Poyer, Buffalo Bills, safety.
He's going to walk.
Free agent. I don't think they'll tag him.
Yeah.
Buffalo's in cap hell.
Yeah, exactly. They're not in good shape that way. I don't think they're franchise tagging him. I think he's going to be gone. There'll be a lot of guys gone from Buffalo.
Yeah, and they do need a lot of other things. They need a running back. They need a receiver.
And they need a running back. Maybe a Saquon.
Yeah, maybe Saquon. Maybe.
Right?
Would you trade Poyer for Saquon? I think you would.
She's just in a heartbeat.
Yes. Evan Ingram, that's a shoo-in. He's getting signed.
Yeah, signed or tagged. Yeah, absolutely. He's a keeper.
They
need him.
Yes. Darren Payne, the Commanders. You heard it here first. He's walking, and he will be a Philadelphia Eagle.
Oh, you heard that here first. Too.
Yes. Darren Payne, defensive tackle, Philadelphia Eagles.
I like it.
Yeah. Josh Jacobs, Las Vegas Raiders.
Their best player by leaps and bounds. Man, if you're not signing him,
you take him over Adams?
He was their best player this year.
Yeah.
This year he was.
Yeah.
Adams, you already got. So, yeah, I'm tagging him.
Yeah. I think they have to. You know,
not letting him go. You either figure out a contract or you tag him. That man, he was the difference maker this year.
Like I said, though, the only downside is, or the only thing that makes the other teams, maybe not want to franchise is there's lots of running backs available and good running backs. Pollard, and I mean, the list is on and on.
Running backs are always that way.
Yeah. Miles Sanders, Philadelphia. It's unbelievable. Kareem Hunt, the Browns. Intriguing name. Lots of running backs available. And
there will be lots coming up from universities.
Yeah.
They just spring up. Running backs are crazy.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's going to be a quarterback heavy draft, so there could be lots of running backs available in the second round.
Agreed.
Last guy I have in my list, Orlando Brown, Chiefs.
They'll let him go. I think he was awesome for him. I think in that position, I don't think that's a franchise tag position.
No, I don't either. He's getting up in age. Chiefs are cap hell as well.
Yep, they are, as they should be. When you win that much, that's just how that works.
Yep.
And I think they let him walk, and Andy Reid will find some pieces.
Yeah, he will. And
the bastard always does.
He does, unfortunately.
So
I do like Andy.
Yeah, I do too.
They got a new offensive coordinator. It's going to be a little different.
Yep, the enemy's gone. I love the Ravens' new guy.
Do you?
Monken. Oh, man. I mean, one of my best buds, Coach Clark, he's from Georgia.
Yeah.
Huge Dogs fan. Makes me watch him. I got Georgia Bulldog socks.
Really?
And
I thought you wore the Oilers socks.
I did not ever. Those were kangaroo
God
socks
damn
last
it.
week. Those were not Oilers socks. And Monken, I think he's a good piece for the Ravens. I hope he gets to play with Lamar a little bit.
Yeah.
I hope that's his guy. We'll see soon.
Yeah.
Next year, we will know. In the next 6 months, we'll know.
We'll know sure. By April. By the draft.
Agree.
The draft, we will know.
We'll know what's happening.
Yeah.
But I think Lamar and Monken would be awesome. I saw what he did with the Georgia Bulldogs. Broke records for offense.
Yeah.
With Stetson Bennett.
There's some upside, as much as I razz you about the Ravens, they're not that far away. They got a good defense.
No, if they can keep it together, right? It's one thing. There's always a short window for that. I agree with you saying it, and I do believe they're right there. But being right there and being there is very different.
Yes, it is.
You still need to put it together. We need Lamar back. We need Lamar healthy, and he needs a couple pieces.
My whole sleeper team of the NFL, and we're going to get into them talking moving forward, but I'm an Eagles fan, but the Tennessee Titans are very interesting. If they can get the quarterback situation figured out.
Yeah.
They need a receiver, but they got a great defense.
I mean, too bad they didn't have a guy like A.J. Brown. Weird.
Yeah.
Weird
He would look great. And
shit, would he be good with the Titans?
But he does look better in Philly.
He does look good in Philly. Yeah.
But they are an intriguing team, and we'll get talking about them. I never researched what cap space they have, but that is one team that comes in my mind. Yeah, that is coming up.
We're doing AFC again next week, guys. Yeah. We've done AFC.
NFC
one division.
Both Norths.
That's both Norths. Now we did NFCs, next week, haven't decided yet on which AFC division. We'll let you guys know on our Instagram. I'll post some stuff up on what's coming next. Saturday, we're going to be live from Fox Valley
Valley Rec Tournament. Looking forward to it.
There'll be some live footage. There'll be lots of fun stuff coming up this week. We're going to interview a few guys.
Josh is going to be playing goal.
I am actually strapping the pads on. Both of his boys will be, one will be scoring on me. One will be helping, not
And I'm on injured reserve.
And he's on injured reserve, so he'll just be taking probably only videos while his children
My
are
contract
scoring
won't count for the weekend.
Yeah, no, he's we got a salary cap issue. Tysons out.
I was released.
It's going to be a great time. We got lots of cool stuff, but I think we're going to have to definitely interview some people this weekend.
100%. And we will have a CFL free agency show coming.
Yeah, Riders news, all that. We're going to have a separate show just for that.
Where we are. Actually, it's going to work great because the trade deadline will have passed Saturday when we're live. So we got all kinds of hockey fans in Fox Valley. We're at a hockey tournament. We're going to have lots of opinions.
Our wives are working the kitchen. Awesome. We're going to have some great burgers.
Yes.
We're going to have a good time. Man.
Yeah, it will be great. And it's going to be great to get some opinions as to what's going on.
I'm looking forward to it, guys. Honestly, we appreciate listening, watching on YouTube. If it wasn't for that, it wouldn't. I mean, we'd still do it because we love it. We're loving this.
We love it. We love it.
We get together. I got to smoke cigars in the barn. We got Betsy with Levi and Lily. We're on Instagram. Spotify, Amazon, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, everything, guys. Fans Perspective 23. If you want to email me, the show's email right now is josh@fansperspective.ca. Me and Tyson got to get together one day at the office. Should have done it today, but I forgot to. But there'll be a Tyson@fansperspective.ca that he can receive personal messages on there and ask questions. Send him DMs to Instagram, and then I share them with Tyson anyways.
100%.
And text us if you know our numbers. I'm not putting it on here, not throwing it into the interwebs. But,
love hearing from you.
But if you want to hear something different or you've got an opinion, like Kelly Buchanan did about the non-alcoholic beers, they're non-alcohol beers.
Yeah.
I love that. And I've never thought of it. But Kelly is right. Non-alcoholic beers makes us sound like piss tags.
It does.
We're not. Well, maybe.
No.
But we appreciate all of you. We're having a blast.
We are. And just to end the show, I always like asking you, what do you got coming up for some cooking?
Not a ton right now. I did find out I'm going to help make the world's largest Caesar.
I got the same thing today, too. I got the call that I get to help drink the world's largest Caesar.
Yes, Tyson's coming. He's going to just partake.
Yeah, I got my straw ordered from Amazon already.
It's this big. I don't know how big it is.
It's a hose, huge, actually. It's a hose.
It's a huge Caesar. I don't know the size. I'll get that info from Sean at Lucky Speed Sauce, but I'm going to make a brisket. You know, everybody puts pickles on and pepperonis. We're going to put a whole brisket on there. A whole case of wings will be in there. It's going to be pretty epic. We're going to do that, I believe, May 20th.
That'll be awesome.
It's going to be, I believe it's the world's largest Caesar is what we're going for. And I got asked to be a big part of that. And nice. I am super stoked. And Lucky Speed Sauce is awesome, by the way, made in Medicine Hat, Alberta. If you like Caesars or, I guess, down there, Bloody Marys, it'll change your game for you. It's fantastic stuff. And I'm excited to be a part of it. It's going to be a good time. And other than that, I got lots of stuff coming up in like June, but nothing in between, really.
And talking about sauce and some heat, we are going to have a little hot sauce challenge coming up live on the show.
We got the Hot Ones challenge, and I'm going to make up, maybe we'll get Centennial Foods to hook us up with some chicken or something. Wings or
and I'm not a hot guy, so boy, tune in. Look out here. The mic fell over, but tune in. It'll be worth it.
It will be worth it. I don't know if we'll do maybe we'll talk Centennial, see what they're going to hook us up with. And we will do a hot challenge. Maybe we can get the wives involved.
That would be great. Or the kids even.
Oh, yeah, it would be.
Yeah, make it a whole family show.
Oh, yeah, everybody can die of heartburn. Why not? Let's get into it.
You betcha. But thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. And it was a privilege bringing you live from the barn
My first time here, I'm enjoying it. Betsy loved it. The twins are out. They had a great time. They're sleeping. And seriously, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you Saturday. And then again next week.
Yeah.
That's an extra show. Yeah. A little special.
We do. And we do have a CFL free agency special coming up on the Riders.
Be a lot of Rider stuff.
You betcha. So thanks for tuning in, and please keep tuning in. And once again, click like and subscribe on the YouTube, and we're available on all other Spotify and Amazon and all other things. So
we got them all hooked up. Come and check us
betcha.
out, guys. We appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Have a good night.